Gold Cup, and they're running. Gala's Image, the top weight, comes to jump the first. In the lead from Against the Grain and Smart Tar, and GA over on the far side, followed by Foyle Fisherman. Smart Tar there, and Against the Grain and Smart Tar, GA over on the far side, and the near side Foyle Fisherman. Gala's Image has been dropped in, and it's Smart Tar, Against the Grain, GA, Foyle Fisherman, and Gala's Image as they jump the fourth. Smart Tar lands in the lead from Foyle Fisherman, Against the Grain, and GA on the far side. Comes Gala's Image and Joint Sovereignty, and behind them Weather the Storm and Rhesus, then Barry Phillips Disco, Yahoo, Stirabout is just the back marker. That's Foyle Fisherman over on the far side at the fifth. Jumps it with Against the Grain upsides and Smart Tar, and GA in fourth. And then Joint Sovereignty and Gala's Image and Rhesus, and behind them Weather the Storm and Barry Phillips Disco and Yahoo and Stirabout. As they come to the fence, that'll be the last on the next circuit, number 6 this time. Foyle Fisherman and Smart Tar together from Against the Grain and GA and Joint Sovereignty, and then Rhesus, Gala's Image and Weather the Storm, Barry Phillips Disco, Yahoo and Stirabout. That's the order, with Foyle Fisherman with a 2-length advantage at the moment over Smart Tar, Against the Grain on the inner, then GA on the outside, Joint Sovereignty going smoothly on the inside, then Gala's Image and Rhesus and Weather the Storm, Barry Phillips Disco and Yahoo, and finally Stirabout. The 11 runners all standing as they run down now towards Swinley Bottom with a 1.5 miles to run in this H&T Walker Gold Cup. Coming to number 7 of the 16 fences in all. Foyle Fisherman in the lead from Smart Tar, GA Against the Grain, Joint Sovereignty and Gala's Image. Foyle Fisherman from Smart Tar. Slight mistake by Barry Phillips Disco in rear there. Foyle Fisherman from Smart Tar, Against the Grain. GA and Joint Sovereignty as they come to the 8th. Foyle Fisherman lands in the lead from Smart Tar. GA on the far side, Against the Grain. Slight mistake by Joint Sovereignty there. Then Weather the Storm on the outside. Rhesus is close. Gala's Image getting a little bit closer. Coming to the second of the ditches now with Foyle Fisherman in the lead. GA moving up on the outside. Smart Tar just in behind them, Against the Grain and Joint Sovereignty, who jumped that very well. Weather the Storm is going well. The grey just in behind GA at the moment as they come down to the water. Foyle Fisherman with the advantage from GA, Smart Tar, Joint Sovereignty, Against the Grain and Weather the Storm. And then Gala's Image running around the outside of Weather the Storm. Rhesus comes next. Yahoo's got plenty to do. Stirabout's trailing, and so is Barry Phillips Disco, and it's still Foyle Fisherman with 6 to jump in the lead. Foyle Fisherman from Smart Tar, GA, Against the Grain, Joint Sovereignty, Gala's Image getting closer all the time. So's Weather the Storm as they come down to the next, number 11, Foyle Fisherman. Foyle Fisherman with GA, Weather the Storm on the far side. Gala's Image just in behind them. Smart Tar holding his position too. 5 out, Foyle Fisherman. Weather the Storm coming right up there on the outside. Then Against the Grain, GA. This is the final ditch, 4 from home. Weather the Storm and Foyle Fisherman from Smart Tar, Joint Sovereignty. GA lost his place at that one, coming down to the next. 3 from home. Foyle Fisherman being pressed by Weather the Storm for Ireland. The better jump by Weather the Storm on the outside, but little between the two. Joint Sovereignty has moved into third now. Smart Tar is 4. 5 is Rhesus, 6 Against the Grain as the leaders turn for home. Foyle Fisherman with a length advantage now over Weather the Storm. Joint Sovereignty under pressure, the favourite in third. Then comes Smart Tar, then Rhesus, then Against the Grain, and they come down to the second last. Foyle Fisherman from Weather the Storm. Foyle Fisherman by a length from Weather the Storm, but Weather the Storm travelling strongly towards the stand side. The grey Weather the Storm, Foyle Fisherman on the far side. These two look to have it between them. They've got a 10-length advantage over Joint Sovereignty as they come to the final fence. Tom Taff on Weather the Storm for Ireland. jumps it a length and a half clear of Foyle Fisherman and strides up towards the line to win this very well indeed. It's a comfortable victory for Weather the Storm. Second is Foyle Fisherman. It's going to be close for third, with Against the Grain just holding on to be third ahead of Yahoo, joint Sovereignty, Gala's Image and Smart Tower, and then came Rhesus and GA. And so the result of the H&T Walker Gold Cup: first, number 7, Weather the Storm, owned by Mr. Frank Conroy, trained by Arthur Moore and ridden by Tom Taff. Second was number 6, Foyle Fisherman, owned by Mr. John Hutchinson, trained by Josh Gifford and ridden by Richard Rowe. And third, number 2, Against the Grain, owned by Mr. J.F. Moore, trained by David Nicholson and ridden by Richard Dunwoody. Fourth was number 4, Yahoo. This is the